All right. The world is coming to an end in today's show. Well, we have our World's End preview. First things first, you know you can check me out on the socials, Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube, Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram, and of course the 215 on Twitter, Coffee, Patreon, Weebly coming soon. And the schedule for the rest of the week, actually for the rest of the year, we got the World's End preview today, Flashback Friday, Howard's Wrestling Podcast episode 156, the Cutter Awards, and then we've got what just happened on Sunday and the High Risk Wrestling recap as well. But for now, let's get into World's End, the preview. All right, so we currently have 10 matches scheduled, 2 for the pre-show. I'm pretty sure at least one or two more will be added on Rampage, because that always happens. There's also no Collision this Saturday, but let's dive into it, shall we? So we have 2 matches on the pre-show. We have essentially 0 Hour, that's what the pre-show was called, and we have Hook versus Wheeler Yuta for the FTW Championship. So we have the FTW champion Hook taking on the Ring of Honor Pure Rush champion and Wheeler Yuta. This will be fought under FTW rules, and this is interesting because Yuta could definitely win the championship, but Hook could very well be in line for a push. Even do a stint in Ring of Honor. Dynamite Collision is pretty crowded right now. Maybe they could switch titles, but this is under FTW rules, and this is always a fun gimmick match. I'm going to take Hook to win this and to potentially get a shot at the Pure Rules Championship against one Wheeler Yuta. So take Hook for this. Next up, we have the 20-man battle royal for a future TNT Championship match, anytime, anywhere. I don't think that stipulation needed to be added, but whatever. We don't know who is in this match just yet, so I have to put my predictions on who I think will probably be in this match. I think Jay White will be in this match. Santana, Ortiz, Kip Sabian, Claudio, whomever. It's going to be essentially, whoever isn't featured on the card. And I have to pick a winner, because whoever wins this match is essentially going to go into a feud with Christian or Adam Copeland. So I'm going to take, well, that's weird. So whoever I pick, if I pick a face, I'm pretty much essentially saying that Christian's going to win. If I pick a heel, I'm saying that Adam Copeland's going to win. So I'm just going to pick a heel, and I'm going to say Jay White wins to get some shine on him. But let's move on to the main card. We have the TBS Championship being on the line, as our new champion Julia Hart will be defending against Abadon. Julia Hart just won this championship, and Abadon's the first challenger who was away for a very, very long time, but has been back on TV and has been doing very, very well. I would love for this feud to continue, but it's starting to get crowded here. I like the spookiness involved. Julia Hart is doing very, very well, and I love seeing Abadon on TV. But I got Julia Hart winning this. I essentially thought to myself when this feud started that Julia Hart would win and Abadon would become Julia Hart's heavy. But now with other pieces thrown in of Willow Nightingale, Kris Statlander, Thunder Rosa, I don't think that's going to happen. And I essentially expect Sky Blue, who's now fully aligned with Julia Hart, to get involved. Will Abadon have backup? I don't know, but take Julia Hart to win. This match won't go long, but it will be some very, very good character work. Next up, we have Andrade El Idolo taking on Miro. I don't know what the point of this match is. I don't know what the point of this feud is. Essentially, Miro is jealous that his wife, CJ Perry, is managing Andrade. So she can't like do her own thing. She can't have her own goals and have her own dreams. And she's essentially asked him that. Maybe CJ turns on Andrade and aligns herself with her husband, but that would be stupid. Maybe this feud can really get heated up after this event, but take Andrade to win here, because I would love to see, once again, I would love to see Miro get heated up in this joint. It's going to be a good match. These two really, really know how to work. I really did want Miro to continue feuding with Powerhouse Hobbs, but alas, that did not happen. So take Miro to win here. Next up, we have a totally random match, which is Chris Jericho, Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Sting taking on the Don Callis family, the team of Kyle Fletcher and Powerhouse Hobbs, and also the tag team champions Big Bill and Ricky Starks, who are not a part of the Don Callis family. So why is this match happening? Now, I did say I thought that Sammy Guevara would return and align himself with Jericho. I completely forgot that Sammy Guevara was actually a part of the Don Callis family. That completely slipped my mind. But I was like, yo, Kenny's hurt, so Sammy's going to come and help out Jericho because he always runs back to Jericho. So he ran back to Jericho. There are no stipulations here. The tag team titles aren't on the line, so maybe Jericho and Sammy will get a title shot down the line. I like this because it's going to be the fun match on the card. And here's the thing. The winner is perfectly telegraphed. So you have the team of the tag team champions and Big Bill and Ricky Starks. You have Powerhouse Hobbs. You have the new Ring of Honor TV champion and Kyle Fletcher versus Jericho, Sammy, Darby, and Sting. Sting doesn't lose. Sting is going to end his AEW career with one loss, and that one loss will not be this match. So take Chris Jericho and his team to win. This match will be probably right before the main event, just a cooler to get the fans involved, because whatever match is going to go on before this is going to be like the workhorse match. So take Chris Jericho's team to win. Next up, we have a match that we should have gotten very long ago. Keith Lee versus Swerve Strickland. Oh my goodness. We finally have this match. This hat should have happened so long ago when there was heat on this, but now we're coming back to it, and this just smells of, well, we had other plans, but they're on hold, and we can't have Swerve lose his steam right now. So let's just go back to this match that we probably should have done a long time ago. Now, Keith Lee defeated Shane Taylor at Final Battle, and Swerve has just been money right now, winning his feud with Hangman Page, having an amazing showing at the Continental Classic. Do you really believe that Swerve is going to lose here? No. As much as I love Keith Lee, and he's lost the steps since, getting COVID, but I think he will recover and get back to the Keith Lee that we all know and love. Swerve is winning this match, period. This is probably the safest bet of all bets right now. What I essentially could see happen is we could transition back into this feud and finish it off properly, but Swerve essentially will still come out on top. Next up, we have the TNT Championship being defended in a no disqualification match, as Christian Cage will be defending against Adam Copeland. And again, stipulations are fun. So no DQ is fun. These two are legends. These are GOATs. They know each other well with a title on the line. And like I said, since I picked Jay White to win the 20-man over-the-top battle royal, the TNT title shot, I'm taking Adam Copeland here. Here's the question. How will he win? You know, I guess Shayna Wayne? Mama Wayne? Whatever they call her. Shayna Wayne and Nick Wayne will get involved. So the question is, will Adam have any backup? I think Beth Phoenix might show up. I'm just saying. This is going to be a really, really fun match. It's going to have really good storytelling. And these dudes are going to have the crowd in the palm of their hand. They are going to be, us, the fans, are going to be eating everything up. But take Adam Copeland to win this match to crown a new TNT champion. And Christian doesn't need the championship right now. He's essentially helped elevate this championship. You know what I mean? And he doesn't need it anymore. How will Adam Copeland win? I think a returning Luchasaurus comes and helps out Adam Copeland. I do. I think Luchasaurus essentially turns on Christian, aligns himself with Adam Copeland. We can get a nice little tag match moving into the new year. Next up, we have the Continental Classic Finals. That's Eddie Kingston, winner of the Gold League, I believe, will be taking on... No, Eddie Kingston is the winner of the Blue League, will be taking on Jon Moxley, who is the winner of the Gold League. And this is a match that really doesn't need any heat. It doesn't. These two are great at what they do. If there are ever two men in professional wrestling where they don't know that wrestling isn't real, it's Jon Moxley and it's Eddie Kingston. And I've said this time and again that ever since they announced that the winner of the Continental Classic would become the Triple Crown champion, winning Eddie's 2 current championships as well, I was like, Eddie Kingston's winning this. There's no way he's losing this. They're gonna make it interesting, but Eddie Kingston's winning this match. He's winning this match. Eddie Kingston has all the support in the world. Moxley is going to be fighting at Wrestle Kingdom, fighting for New Japan's Global Championship. New Japan also has a lot of championships. And he's not going to walk into that place with 3 belts. So Eddie's winning this match, but it's going to be an uphill battle for him. It's going to be a hard climb. Mox is going to beat the holy hell out of him. Eddie's going to fight back, and then he's going to get some shots, and he's going to beat the holy hell out of Mox. But Eddie Kingston is walking away as the inaugural Continental Classic winner. Book it, Dano. It's another. I'm not going to say this is a safe bet, but it's a good bet. Next up, we have Timeless Toni Storm defending the AEW Women's World Championship against Riho. And I'm just going to say, I enjoy this match. Riho's the first ever AEW Women's World Champion. And she's like almost always that first challenger when a new women's champion is crowned. So I expected her to be here. Riho's really good. But Toni Storm is something special. Toni is just on another level right now. And this match is going to be good. I actually truly believe this is actually going to be one of the better matches on the card. And this is on the same show that features Miro and Andrade Continental Classic Finals, Swerve, Keith Lee. Toni Storm's a very good wrestler. So is Riho. And Riho plays that underdog role really, really well with that really, really good fighting spirit. And Toni Storm is working on another level. And this is a really good power versus speed matchup. And I just think Toni walks away, especially with the help of Mariah May. Because Riho is going to look good here. She's just not going to win. So take Timeless Toni Storm to win this match. And lastly, the AEW World Championship, as MJF will be defending against Samoa Joe. And the way that Dynamite ended, I don't know. So MJF is currently the longest reigning champion right now. He's the longest running AEW World Champion, and coming off of a loss, losing the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championships against the Devil's Goons, can he suffer back-to-back losses? And then we have the quote-unquote, bidding war of 2024 with MJF, as his quote-unquote contract will be expiring on January 1st. So, how does this play out? Well, MJF is clearly injured. You saw what Joe did. Adam Cole was hurt. Is Adam Cole coming back? And then there's the Devil. Who is the Devil? We saw that Joe made a deal with the Devil. So will the Devil be unmasked? It's a good question. I want to say MJF wins here, but my head says Samoa Joe. Joe relinquished the TV championship after being the longest reigning champion. He relinquished it. So that means he has to win the world championship here. And there's so many moving parts. There's so many threads here. You have Joe and making his deal with the Devil. You have MJF and not only his injury, but his feud with the Devil. You have Wardlow lurking in the background. You have Roderick Strong of Kingdom saying that MJF is the Devil. There's so many threads here. You pull just one and maybe the whole garment falls apart. But one, I think MJF did resign, so I don't think it's going anywhere. And there's so many places you can transition out of this feud, but I'm going to go with Samoa Joe winning here. I just think it's his time right now. He can be the champion up until, Full Gear, maybe St. Patrick's Day Smash. But Joe is just really working at a different level that he's done before. And it's about time he's recognized for that. So I'm going to not safely pick Joe, but I'm going to pick Samoa Joe to walk out as your new AEW World Champion. So one more time, our winners winning on the pre-show. I have Hook defeating Wheeler Yuta. I have Jay White winning the 20-man Battle Royal. I have Julia Hart retaining against Abadon. Andrade defeating Miro. Kris, Jericho, Darby, Allin, Sammy, Guevara, and Sting defeating the Don Callis family team of Cal Fletcher and Powerhouse Hobbs, who are teaming with Big Bill and Ricky Starks. I have Swerve Strickland defeating Keith Lee. I have Adam Copeland defeating Christian Cage to win the TNT Championship. I have Eddie Kingston defeating John Moxley to win the inaugural Continental Classic to become the new Triple Crown Champion. I have Timeless Toni Storm retaining against Riho, and I have Samoa Joe defeating MJF to become your new AEW World Champion. Let me know what you guys think. Give me your predictions. Put them in the comments below. Check them out on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, check out the socials. Charismatic Creations on Facebook and YouTube. Charismatic_Creations52 on Instagram. The 215 on Twitter. Coffee, Patreon pages. And of course, the Weebly page will be coming soon. Also, don't forget the schedule for the rest of the week. We got Worlds in Preview, Flashback Friday, the High Risk Wrestling Podcast this Saturday with the Cutter Awards, What Just Happened on Sunday, and of course, the High Risk Wrestling Recap. This has been the Worlds in Preview, and I will see you when I see ya. Peace.